Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 3 of Justice League New 52 Comic Review. Now, as you know, the New 52 version of the Justice League was meant to be more of a revamp, redone, and more clean slate origin to the New 52 version of the Justice League, and their stories were adapted for the film Justice League War. And the cover mainly has Wonder Woman joining the team, getting ready for action with the other Justice League members. And the story starts off with Steve Trevor seeing people's reactions from Wonder Woman's past actions. And we see Steve Trevor show up saying, "Diana? She's gone, Colonel Trevor. I can see that. She's gone, Ben. She was supposed to wait for me. What happened?" And pretty much points out that she was looking for the channels and saw reports of a winged monster that kind of attacked and terrorized people downtown DC. And we see him saying, "I'm worried about everyone else. Diana's always looking for a fight, and she always finds one. Why didn't you stop her?" You're kidding, right? And we see how Wonder Woman asks for anyone seeing the winged monsters. She ends up meeting a young girl known as Raquel, and learns about what she's eating called ice cream, and asks one of the people working at the ice cream stand to let her try some, and of course says, "You should be very proud of this achievement." Thanks, Diana. And we kind of see how Steve Trevor points out that she needs to get back to the Pentagon but we see how Diana points out that she's not a kid anymore, and of course sees one of the parademons. And then a whole load come out, with Diana saying, "But it is a fight. Excellent. Leave them to me." And we see how other parademons have taken away scientists and other people, one of which being Professor Ivo, the creator of Amazo. We see how T.L. Morrow and Sarah find Victor Stone's father holding his son tightly, but wants to try and save him before he dies. And of course, we see how parademons have gathered up whatever people they find, and people believe that the superhumans are behind this somehow. And we see how the team do try their best, despite some poor screw-ups, and even Batman pointing out Green Lantern needing to concentrate and keep his mind calm. And we see how Flash learns that Batman doesn't have any superpowers and thought he was a vampire of some sorts. And we see how Superman uses a giant truck and rams down a whole load of parademons and crushes them down. And of course says, "That's it, smile for me," and rams them all into the ocean and quickly takes them down. We see how Sarah and the others head to a secret lab where they're gonna save Victor, and we see how Victor's father says, like, "Don't leave me in that." And we see how Green Lantern creates a construct of a truck to ram down more parademons, and they quickly figure out that there's something more going on and wondering why they want the humans. And of course, we see Wonder Woman joining the fight and says, "Back to Hades." And of course, everyone's amazed by Diana, and this is where it will be the starting point of the Superman-Wonder Woman relationship in the New 52 series, before DC Rebirth, putting Superman back with Lois. And we see how they use some special nanites to help Victor, despite T.O. Morrow's protest. And for those who don't know, T.O. Morrow is the creator of Red Tornado. So, using the special kind of technology he has, we see how Victor's father slowly turns Victor into Cyborg. We see how the parademons fly away, and we see how it's a giant gathering, and we see how Victor learns about Darkseid, who was mainly their first opponent, much like the film Justice League War. So of course, a big light comes down and creates a giant tower of some sorts. And of course, they end up meeting Aquaman, who says they were in the oceans too. So who's in charge here? I vote me. And yeah, this is the story. So I think the issue 3 of Justice League isn't too bad. Again, it's a simple kind of origin that's bringing the team together to deal with a bigger major threat. Something I think the film Justice League and Justice League War did, and you can tell the original film Justice League were able to give you a story without trying to use Darkseid. And yeah, the point of Justice League War was maybe the starting point of the new 52 animated movie universe. So I think the story still deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but kind of okay. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.